With Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and I'm joined by Capcom Seth who is here to not just show us the game that we know, but show us a surprise. So what do you have?
That's right. We've got one more hidden surprise. It's a new character in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. This is Yatterman's partner. She's called Yatterman number 2 in the game, but her name is actually Ai-chan. She's a completely brand new character, and one of the most unique characters in the entire game, and personally my current favorite.
She sort of looks like Yatterman in a catsuit, but it's not a palette swap, right?
Not at all. Completely new art, 100% new moves. So she's part of the Yatterman universe. She's like his partner in Fighting Crime. That makes sense.
Sure.
And she's has like a million dirty setups. So that's my favorite thing about her. I love characters that can throw a lot of stuff out onto the screen. So she has these crazy sonic boom moves that can cause little electrical balls to be bouncing off the side of the screen, and they keep accelerating, and they can go up and down, they can go at an angle. It's insanity.
To be accurate, they're little hearts, which is adorable.
Yes, well, electrical hearts. They're still, they're not what you want to be hit by. So you can see one bouncing back and forth there across the screen. It's really powerful setups. She's got a super version of that same heart, which also has tons of tricks behind it. You can grow it to be as big as the entire screen. And she's also got a little helper super where she can summon a little friendly robot from the Tatsunoko world who will periodically attack you. So again, just tons of tricks.
And so she's got a little staff, or what is this?
Yes, it's like a little wand.
Little wand, okay. Wand's deadly as always. Now, we're having this demoed by kind of a ringer.
Yes.
Yeah, so you want to tell us who you brought with you?
This would be my friend Justin Wong, otherwise known as the U.S. Street Fighter IV champ, probably the most legendary Marvel vs. Capcom 2 player of all time. And he also represented the U.S. In Japan's big national tournament playing the original Tatsunoko versus Capcom. So I thought, who better to come by and help us show off the brand new Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars character, Ai-chan.
So what's interesting is somebody like Justin is obviously into depth and, you know, things to sort of draw out of a game. And a lot of the questions that we get about this game is that it seems really simple because the attack system is just 4 buttons and all that jazz. So it doesn't seem to be the case, right? No,
that's what's beautiful about. So that's why the Versus series are some of my favorite games. Period, is because they're really easy to pick up and play. You can just mash out some basic attacks, but obviously people like Justin are not interested in the game if it's all just button mashing. There's extreme amount of depth. So if you want to take it to the next level, and once you're done, you want to figure out the right order to mash your buttons, there's really a lot of complicated strategies that you can develop. Definitely on the order. This game actually has more complicated systems than Marvel vs. Capcom 2, ultimately. And I think people, again, thought of that as a sort of a button mashy game at the beginning, and then over the years, after watching people like Justin play, you realize there's an incredible amount going on here, and the same thing is very much true in Tatsunoko.
Now, Yatterman 2 is the last character, right? There's no other surprises?
It's the last one that I know about.
Okay.
There might be, I don't know, who could say? Now,
we've been messing around with the US version in the office, and you know, the unlock system's pretty basic. Finish it with certain characters, unlock a character. Mm-hmm. How are folks going to get her? Can you say?
I can't yet say. So it won't be, it's not too impossible. Now that you know she's there, you won't have to work too terribly hard. I think just playing through the game like you would normally, you'll get to her eventually. But I'll leave that as a surprise to the players.
And the stuff we haven't shown yet, it has been online, because that's going to be one of the big features. So what do you guys have cooking for online?
Indeed. Online is really nice. So I think this is the best online I've ever played on the Wii. It's really smooth. You can play against anybody you want. Once you've played against them, you can queue them up instantly. So if you and I want to play together a few times, you know, once we get each other's info, we can start immediately, or you can find a quick match. The game will also rank or sort of evaluate the way you play to some degree, like whether you're a player that likes to block and run away a lot, whether you're aggressive, so it'll rate you with sort of like fire, ice, or lightning. So you get a little bit of intel about the guy you're going to face off against before the match, but not too much.
So Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Ultimate All-Stars coming out on the Wii January 26th?
You got it.
Exclusively, and then Fighting Sticks coming too, right?
Those will be hitting stores right around the same time, so keep your eyes peeled.
Very important. And that's it for Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Be sure and check back on the site a little bit later this month for the review. Until then, come back and check out all the media, because we do not